Facial recognition technology, FRT, is increasingly being used in New Zealand across various sectors, raising both opportunities and concerns. Here's a snapshot of its use and the surrounding discussions. Applications of facial recognition technology in New Zealand. 1. Law enforcement. The New Zealand police have employed facial recognition for identifying suspects, locating missing persons, and combating crime. The technology is often used in conjunction with CCTV footage. 2. Airports and border control. Airports in New Zealand, like Auckland Airport, have implemented facial recognition systems for seamless and efficient passenger processing. This is part of the SmartGate system, which automates the passport control process. Retail and private sector. Some retail businesses have explored facial recognition to prevent shoplifting and enhance customer experiences. This includes identifying repeat customers or those on watch lists. Concerns and ethical issues. 1. Privacy. The use of FRT has sparked privacy concerns, particularly regarding the collection, storage, and potential misuse of biometric data. New Zealand's privacy laws require that individuals are informed when their data is being collected and used, but the extent of consent required remains a topic of debate. 2. Accuracy and bias. There are concerns about the accuracy of FRT, especially regarding false positives and negatives. Issues of racial and gender bias in facial recognition algorithms have also been raised, with fears that these biases could lead to discriminatory practices. 3. Regulation and oversight. Currently, there is limited regulation specifically targeting the use of FRT in New Zealand. However, the Privacy Act 2020 provides a legal framework for how personal information, including biometric data, should be handled. The Office of the Privacy Commissioner has emphasized the need for transparency and accountability in the deployment of FRT, public and government response. There is ongoing public debate about the balance between security and privacy. Advocacy groups have called for stricter regulations and clearer guidelines on the use of FRT. The New Zealand government has shown interest in exploring the benefits of FRT while acknowledging the need to address privacy concerns. However, concrete policies specifically targeting FRT use are still developing. Future outlook. As the technology evolves, its use in New Zealand is likely to expand. This may lead to more comprehensive regulations and increased public awareness and scrutiny. Ensuring that FRT is used ethically and transparently will be key to its acceptance and integration into society. This overview provides a glimpse into the current state and implications of facial recognition technology in New Zealand.
Oh fuck, I think it's died. Retail and private sector. Mother of God.
In New Zealand, the use of facial recognition technology, FRT, in the retail and private sector is growing, but remains a contentious issue. Here's a closer look at how it's being applied and the concerns it raises. Uses of facial recognition in retail and private sector. 1. Loss prevention. Retail stores, particularly larger chains, have explored using FRT to prevent shoplifting. By identifying individuals who have previously engaged in theft, stores can be alerted when these individuals enter the premises.
Premises,
2. Customer experience enhancement. Some businesses are experimenting with FRT to enhance customer experiences. This can include recognizing repeat customers to offer personalized services or discounts, streamlining checkout processes, or gathering data on customer behavior in stores. 3. Access control. In the private sector, companies are using FRT for security purposes, such as controlling access to buildings or secure areas. Employees' faces can be used as a biometric key, eliminating the need for ID cards or passwords. 4. Marketing and analytics. Retailers may use FRT to analyze customer demographics, such as age, gender, and emotional responses, to tailor marketing strategies or improve store layouts. This information can help businesses better understand their clientele and optimize their offerings. Concerns and ethical issues. 1. Privacy and consent. The collection and use of biometric data, such as facial recognition, raise significant privacy concerns. Many customers may be unaware that their faces are being scanned and analyzed. The lack of explicit consent in some cases has led to debates about the ethical implications of this technology. Data security. Storing facial recognition data presents risks, including potential breaches that could expose sensitive personal information.
Security.
The secure handling of this data is crucial, but not all companies may have the necessary safeguards in place. 3. Bias and discrimination. FRT systems are not always accurate and can sometimes exhibit biases based on race, gender, or age. Inaccurate identifications could lead to unfair treatment of certain individuals, such as false accusations of theft. 4. Transparency. There is a call for greater transparency regarding how and why FRT is used in retail settings. Customers and employees often want to know how their data is being used, stored, and protected, and whether they can opt out.
Minority Report.
Regulatory environment. Privacy Act 2020. The use of FRT in the retail and private sector must comply with New Zealand's Privacy Act 2020, which mandates that personal information, including biometric data, must be collected fairly and for lawful purposes. Organizations must inform individuals about the collection and use of their data. Office of the Privacy Commissioner, OPC. The OPC has expressed concerns about the use of FRT in the private sector, urging businesses to be transparent and to consider whether the use of such technology is necessary and proportionate. Public perception and response. Consumer awareness. Many consumers are becoming more aware of and concerned about the implications of FRT, leading to potential pushback against its use in retail environments. There is a growing demand for clear guidelines on how businesses use this technology. Corporate responsibility. Companies using combining the concepts of Minority Report and Watergate 24/7 creates an analogy that captures a comprehensive view of surveillance and its implications. Here's how the two concepts interrelate. Minority Report. Minority Report, a science fiction film directed by Steven Spielberg and based on a story by Philip K. Dick, explores a future where 1. Pre-crime technology. Predictive policing. The film depicts a system that predicts crimes before they occur using psychic precogs. This predictive ability allows for the arrest of individuals based on anticipated future actions, raising issues about free will, justice, and privacy. 2. Surveillance state. Constant monitoring. The society in Minority Report is under constant surveillance, with advanced technology tracking individuals' movements and behaviors in real time. Ethical concerns. Preemptive justice. The film questions the morality and legality of punishing individuals for crimes they have not yet committed, reflecting broader concerns about the ethics of surveillance and preemptive actions. Watergate 24/7. Watergate 24/7 refers to the concept of constant surveillance and monitoring of political opponents, reflecting 1. Surveillance for political gain, unfair advantage. It implies ongoing monitoring to gain an unfair advantage, similar to the tactics used in the Watergate scandal to undermine political opposition. 2. Privacy and power imbalance. Erosion of privacy. Constant surveillance provides detailed information about opponents, leading to potential misuse and undermining fair political competition. Combining the concepts. 1. Comprehensive surveillance. The analogy blends the idea of pervasive surveillance from Minority Report with the politically motivated monitoring of Watergate 24/7. It suggests a scenario where not only is there constant observation, but it's also used to preemptively manage or control political opposition. 2. Predictive control. Combining these concepts emphasizes a system where surveillance is not only about monitoring, but also predicting and potentially influencing future actions or political moves, akin to the predictive policing in Minority Report. 3. Ethical and legal implications. The combined analogy underscores the ethical and legal concerns of such an extensive surveillance system. It raises questions about the balance between security and privacy, the fairness of political competition, and the potential for abuse of power. 4. Social and political impact. It reflects the impact of such a system on democratic processes and individual freedoms. The blend of predictive and constant surveillance highlights the risks of undermining democratic principles and civil liberties. In summary, The Minority Report Watergate 24/7 analogy effectively captures a scenario where advanced, predictive surveillance technology is used for constant monitoring and manipulation of political dynamics, raising profound ethical, legal, and societal questions.